Hello again, Internet, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall, where I last left off. The stumbling had led to me exiting the building with an extra party member, and some discs, and a lot of panic, and a drone, and a bunch of random stuff that wasn't nailed down, and a whole metric Aston of New Yen. So I'm going to be going to review some stuff after, well, poking around a bit, because that's got me curious. Huh. Oh no. Why is it pumpkin spice? No, okay. Poked around enough. Leaving. What's she doing out here? Cammi. She tips an invisible hat. Hey there. Remember me from the cafe? Name's Cammi. Are you looking for something? That depends. Should I be? She titters. Volunteering information? That's bad for business. Unless Eltug wants me to tell you something. But that's rare. I'm just his ears and hands outside of the cafe. He's got enough of a voice all by himself. And he doesn't seem afraid of using it either, given the volume of that argument with him and Goldschmidt. Not in the slightest. Since you've just moved here, I have some advice. If you haven't guessed already, he's got fingers and a lot of pies. I've seen what happens when he doesn't approve of someone or something. Pissing him off can't be worth it. And at the very least, you won't be able to get good coffee in this town again. She grins cheekily. So, what's the story with you and Altug? She grins and winks suspiciously at you. Oh, surely you've guessed. Wow, isn't he a bit old for you? She whoops loudly and pats you on the shoulder. Oh goodness, no, listen, it's not like that. I'll tell you all about it sometime, but there's no need to worry about the nature of our relationship. Purely business, I assure you. She winks again, chuckling still. I'll tell you all about it sometime. Right now, though, I have some errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over hookah or something, yeah? She lazily tips an invisible hat at you before turning her focus to a comm at her wrist. Okay, that was a unique experience. Hey, fellow rigger? Welcome back. What can I do for you? I acquired this. Can you fix it? Yeah, probably. It might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but either way, it's on the house. I will leave it in your hands then. I'll start on it right now. See you later. Actually, that reminds me, that broken drone, I should probably spend some karma to learn how to do the thing with the drone things, because, that's all the way up at that level. Wow. C class. B class. Alright. Do that. And see. May as well dump some into biotech and save the rest. And while I'm still here, welcome back. What can I do for you? In the market for fancy shenanigans. What you got? Anything and everything. Need a new deck? Some software perhaps? I'm your girl. She taps a painted fingernail against the molded plastic of her data jack, or maybe you're a regular like I am. Perhaps I can interest you in a new drone or two. Okay, shiny things. What do we have? What can I use? I now have drone control. Ah, damn, that's out of my price range still. Balls. All that entirely out of my price range, I should probably go visit medical. Because, blew through a lot of health packs there. There's the drug dealer. This is the place I figured was medical, so may as well find out. Hey! Someone I can talk to. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly, and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. Hey, damn it, the curiosity's too strong, I must listen. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in slightly and strain your ears. You find that you can make out the doctor's end of the conversation. Oh no, the price I am quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value, in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know the price has gone up. This is a seller's market. Well then, you'll just have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, a $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Triage Cyber Clinic. He extends a hand to you. I am Dr. Xavier Esquivel, and your name is... True Neutral. Pleasure. Pleased to meet you, True Neutral. What can I do for you today? Well, I found a thing. Very nice. The design appears to be simple enough. Yes, I should be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap, though. Also, welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? I need medical supplies because I kind of blew through so much of it. Is that all you sell? Oh, looks like I'm taking your entire stock. Hopefully I'll be giving some to Lore by the time this is over. Speaking of which... time to head back to... Wait, no. I'm gonna talk to him. Hello again, mein friend. What can I do for you? Question. How is Silica doing? Yes, she mentioned that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, True Neutral, but whatever you said, it worked. Silke's determination is truly inspiring. A crime habit can be difficult to beat, but I don't doubt that she will make it. Talk about organization. He nods. Yes, of course. Please go on. Donations, are you accepting them? Yes, mein friend. We are now ready to open up to donations once again. Thanks to your kind assistance, the shelter is now fully stocked with blankets and space heaters, and we have enough rice, salt, and barley to last through the winter. But guaranteeing the physical well-being of the Kreuzbazar's needy is only part of the equation. We must see to their mental well-being as well. Our next goal is to fully stock the library. With 350 new yen, we could make the purchase. Whatever you could spare would be most appreciated. I mean, I'm basically rolling in it, given I just stole everything that wasn't nailed down in that building, so here you go. Samuel's eyes widen. This is incredibly generous. Thank you, mein friend. No big deal, Sam. Just do good things with it. Marvelous. Truly marvelous. With this contribution, we have reached our second goal. We'll put this money to use stocking the library with a full range of literature, philosophy, poetry, and training manuals. Thank you again for your help, True Neutral. You've made a tremendous difference to this community. Happy to help, Sam. The Kreuzbazar needs more people like you, mein friend. Let's talk about other things. And that's very well. If you wish, what would you like to talk about? Well, at this point, got nothing else to say. I'm gonna go poke my team now. Blew so much money and karma. Can't even equip any of the drones yet. Hey, Dante. You look down to see a pair of bright eyes set into a scruffy face that looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's old dog. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. On some instinctive level, he must know that his master is gone. Dante lets out a small whine, then rubs his head against your leg. Poor doggo. He needs scritches. Yay, woof. Daedric, why are you in the kitchenette? Hey, boss. Daedric gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You, took Monica's death a lot harder than the other ones here did. Daedric shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder. I'm just less buttoned up than the others are. That girl never let herself show any weakness and glory, while she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. He shrugs. Me? I don't give a damn. I've spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I've spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Wherever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. What's the band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. I never really got any airplay. Since when did airplay have anything to do with actually good music? Fair point, boss. Alright, I'll tell you. The band was called Messerkampf, spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. Same story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed up old relics, I'm sure. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36, spent most of our time slumming it around the East End, and picked up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life was a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans, or the fame. We sure as shit didn't care about the money. All that mattered to us was staying young, drunk, and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands and a sad smile on his face. We managed the second two. Good God, where has the time gone? Daedric shakes himself out of his reverie and looks back up at you. That familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago. So let's change the subject, if you don't mind. How'd you go from fronting a band to shadowrunning? Wasn't as big a leap as you'd think. Already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was grappling with something bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer then. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this, and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. Any thoughts about the last run that you want to share? Well, we found Winters. That's something, I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss. At least we have a direction to look in. And, hold up. You can sing? He regards you with a critical eye. I was a front man for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. He grins. But I wasn't half bad at riling up a crowd. That's cool. Catch you around, Daedric. He nods at you. Take it easy, boss. Alright. Hey, Iger. Iger. Iger turns to face you. There is a pained look on her face. Look, I owe you an apology. I'm listening. When Monica died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise. But I took that anger out on you, and I shouldn't have. Seeing Winters' body like that was enough to convince me. You couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away, and I said some things I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Her body relaxes. She begins to turn away. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Well, I got stuff to say then. She stops and turns back to face you. You see the wariness behind her eyes. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. You're a valued member of the team, Iger. You kind of shoot everything to bits. And, we need someone who's a hard ass. And I'm glad you're around. She raises a hand to stop you. The expression on her face has gone from cautious to annoyed. Cut the bullshit, fearless leader. I don't respond well to flattery. Alright, fine. I get it then. Yeah, I will. She shakes her head in disgust. You should go. I've got prep work to do for our next run, and you've got more important things to do than to watch me pack my gear. Oh, come on. It's gotta be something. This isn't the best of times. Come back later if you want to talk. Okay, okay, okay. What? I can bring the dog? Oh, wait. Let's see. Drop that. Drop the drugs. Drop that. And that. Put that back in. Put in the basic med kit. And put those back in. Alright. Hey, Glory. I want to talk at you. True neutral. What do you need? Hey, Glory. How's things? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. You say you're good? You're good. Figure I better trust you. Glory's expression remains neutral, but she grants you a barely perceptible nod. Got questions for you, Glory. Personal-ish. I'm not big on sharing, sport. Personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Do I push or do I leave it? You know what? Iger's already nearly gotten angry at me again, so I'm gonna leave it. Of course, secrets, those are things. Just leave that alone for now. So, the only thing left is to shake Paul. Amsel's expression is harder than you've seen it before. When he speaks, his voice is grim. Iger told me of Graham Winters' death. She said that he died in the same manner that Monica did. It wasn't pretty. Amsel nods gravely. I know you and Iger have had your differences. I will tell you that she is badly shaken at the sight of Winters' body. She also mentioned that you found something in Winters' safe. A package of very old discs. May I see them? Sure. Good God. Gingerly, Amsel lifts a disc from the bundle and holds it up to the light. Slowly, he begins to turn it in his hand, causing rainbow patterns to shimmer across his face. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. This is a DVD-RW, a data storage medium from the mid-2000s. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. Do you know how we can read these things? He puts down the DVD in his hands and quickly inspects the others. The first disc that I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged. Some severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside, the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Malit Hollier. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. Sure. I have to ask her about a drone anyway. The mega boof is following me. Welcome back. What can I do for you? Looking for something that can play back a DVD RW. Really? That is old tech. Very old, in fact. Just a moment. I will go look. She turns to rummage around a bin of obsolete components in the back of her stall. Ah, yes. Here we are. The dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat-screen display out of the bin. This display is old enough to have hookups to connect a DVD player. RCA, you know. Vintage. The player itself, though, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down at the Junkyard. There's a scavenger there. Primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in the Kreuzbazar can help you find your DVD player, he can. But he will almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. She takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you are not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I could give you the display for, say, 200 million? Paul set to charge it to his account. Ah, very well. I will have it packaged and delivered to her. I am so straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Welcome back. What can I do for you? That drone anywhere near fixed? These things, they take time. I am making progress, though. Give me a little more. Okay, that's good news. Hey, Lane! The old troll putters about, his artificial joints complaining loudly. He seems heavier today than when you first met, and he takes your approach as reason to seat himself and rest. I understand they put you in charge of Monica's outfit. Looks like we're both carrying weight the size of, well, the district. Ah, I suppose so. We'll see what gives out first. Your will or my plastic knees? You need something from me? How are people handling the Monica thing? I think most are still in shock, but just you wait, that'll pass. And the panic sets in. Few folks have any real discipline around here. Monica kept them calm by keeping them safe. Now that she's gone, they're gonna start realizing what a heap of misery this blasted city can be. And what about you? How's you doing? Exhausted by the prospect of change. Damned F state. Really doesn't matter that much to me. But to the rest, it's going to be a different story. Monica kept this place in one piece. She read the flux like a bird reads the wind or a fish reads the current. Without her, there's no telling what's gonna happen. Anything else you want to jaw about? Interested in hearing a bit more about you. Let me guess. You want to know how I lost the legs? I wouldn't want to pry. Well, you'd be the first. But I'll tell you anyway. Lost legs during the first Euro War, if you must know. In a bombing. Now, you need something else from me? Nope. Don't want to bother you anymore. So who am I shaking down in the junkyard? Oh boy. A stout old man looks up from whatever old tech he's tinkering with to squint at you through thick old-fashioned glasses. He pushes them up with an oil-stained finger as he straightens up to nod at you. He speaks with a gruff but well-meaning tone, heavily accented with German tonality. Guten Tag. What can I do for you? Malik tells me you're the man to speak about DVDs? Shoddy? That little shrew sent you my way, huh? Shoddy's smile broadens. Will wonders never cease? Well, introductions are in order, I suppose. Shorty Butchman, at your service. Probably mangled that last name, something fierce. The old man raised a grimy hand in salute. Need something salvaged? Some old components? Veilicht? I'm indeed your man. Wonderful, so, DVD player? Well, let's see. I think I've got something that'll work for you. Shoddy rummages around the junk heaped on the table behind him. A few seconds later, he snatches a battered plastic lozenge shape from the pile. Here we go. An old Korean player I dug up last week. 2010 model. A real beauty. Shoddy's smile broadens and he gives you a conspiratorial wink. I fixed her up and got her running. But without any history, I've mostly been using her as a paperweight. Sounds like what I'm looking for. How much you need? Shoddy glances at the DVD player, a rueful expression on his face. Well, I'll admit, I'm a little low to part with her. There are plenty of folks out there who really appreciate an older player such as this, and I don't know what your intentions are for it. I suppose, given the time and trouble I took putting her back together, that I'd be willing to part with her for, oh, say... Shoddy's eyes dart over your gear, a calculating expression on his face. How about 500 million? Little short on cash. Can I offer you trade? The old man pauses for a moment, considering. I'll tell you what. A few months ago I had a, well, let's call it a difference of opinion with that Urakazi fella from the soy calf shop. He hasn't let me into his establishment since, and I'd sell my mother for a decent cup of coffee. You get me a cup of Turkish coffee, the real stuff, not that fake junk, and I'll give you the DVD player. Sound like a deal? Funny how that works. I spent 50 new yen on the thing before, so happened to be carrying this around for an entire Shadowrun. Here you go. Ah, thank you. Shoddy gratefully accepts the coffee, then snaps the lid back and inhales deeply, wiggling his mustache as he processes the scent. Yep, that's the real stuff, alright. Shoddy gingerly picks up the ancient device from the table and presses it into your hands. The plastic is scuffed and worn and rattles a bit when you move it. Give her some good use, okay? And I just traded coffee for a DVD player, yay! think I may try to scooch over into the coffee shop and get more. Because, coffee. It's good. It's always good. But then again, what's a few minutes settling in and watching some nonsense on whatever this screen is. And, well, my rambling about chattering with civvies in the Courts Bazaar has been fun. Feel free to comment on the video, throw a like at it, maybe even subscribe to my channel. And until the next bit of running about, I will see you all around the internet.